you, here we are beginning with miscellaneous provisions, third part. Okay, right? Last two classes we have taken up our miscellaneous provisions. First part we have done with the international taxation only, that is equalization levy. Second part we have done yesterday, that is tonnage tax. Tonnage tax, yaad hai nahi? I know some rates are there which you have to be learned, but they are very scoring easy. 70, then 53 for 100 tons. Then the next lot is what? 42 and then 29. And here it is up to 1000 tons, then 10,000, then 25,000, and then above 25,000. This is the way presumptively you show the income. I hope you are getting. Per day income for 100 tons is 70 rupees per 100 tons up to 1000. Then 53 rupees per 100 tons up to 10,000. So on the next 9,000. So this we have already done. Today and this class, what I'm taking is exactly weightage wise what is very important. Okay. In miscellaneous provisions, let me tell you, one part is like if the taxes are to be recovered, notice kisko bhejenge, and if the firm is closed in between, who is liable to pay the tax and how much? In case of company, ma'am, obviously liquidator, you must have done in accounts, liquidator's final statement of accounts and all. In case of partnership firm, the partners. In case of HUF, the member. Okay. Then who are the legal representative if the SSE is DC? Certainly. Who are the executors? So like this little law part is there, but whatever is important and asked in exam, only that much we will do. Okay. Second part in this chapter, which is very important, is there are sections 269 SS, 269 ST, SU, which says that there are restrictions on the way you can do transactions in cash. So that I'm going to take up in detail with example, because questions are also asked and MCQ. So coming 1 hour, what I'm taking with example, keep your notebooks ready. Write down all the example. 4-mark question is also asked and MCQ. And last, we will take up some combined questions. Notice kaise bhejna hai, what is a valid notice. You know, sometimes if some chapter looks very dry, ki ma'am isme se kya padhe, then go reverse. Start from the question answers. So that's what I will do. Specified financial transactions which are directly reported to government by third party. Club Mahindra is reporting ki Dipti Chheda has taken this membership. My bank is reporting ki Dipti Chheda has withdrawn 1 crore from the saving account. So like that, there are few transactions wherein the information is auto dropped in my PAN card in my return that I have traveled to Malaysia. I didn't want it to say to my CA, but he knows, because in 26 AS he is reflecting that I have converted this currency to travel to foreign country and all. So these are the miscellaneous provisions areas we are going to do. Open your material. I am on page number 260, 261. ये तो पढ़ेंगे. सबसे पहले we will take up comparative table for 269 SS and all. So I'm on page number 265. Page number 265 we are doing. Okay. Very simple concepts are there, but very important. See, miscellaneous provisions. First one. Mode of taking or accepting loan or deposit in specified transaction, section 269 SS. SS provides no person shall take or accept a loan or deposit from any person except by account, paycheck or draft or electronic clearing system through a bank account. Okay. So other than, you know, so many electronic modes are available nowadays. So other than that, you should not do the transaction in cash. What is that transaction? Amount of loan or deposit or sum or aggregate of loan deposit on the date of taking the loan, any loan deposit along with the earlier ones should not exceed more than 20,000. Together with amount or aggregate referred above 20,000 or more. समझ में आ रहा है? You cannot take above 20,000 loan from anyone in cash. See, we are moving towards the cashless government. That's why all these provisions. क्या जरूरत है? अगर लोन लेना है 50,000 चेक से ले लो, आरटीजीएस, निफ्ट, यूपीआई, जीपे, what not type of payment modes are available, Paytm. So if you accept in loan above 20,000, and these limits are throughout the year, not a single day. Some of you may be thinking, ma'am, हमने ऐसा ही business head में भी पढ़ा था that we cannot pay anyone above 10,000 on a single day for revenue or capital expenditure. 10,000 से ऊपर दिए तो whole expenditure is disallowed. This is you are taking above 20,000. Non-applicability of above requirement in certain cases. Loan or deposit or specified sum taken or accepted from, okay. Now this 20,000 limit, you cannot take a loan. You cannot even take a deposit in case of purchase of house or sale of house. मैंने किसी को घर बेचा, तो I want to take the token amount above 20,000, that also I cannot take in cash. So some definitions are given. Let us read that first. Loan means any loan or money which you have taken. Specified sum means money, whether advance or otherwise. Prescribed modes are given. See, specified sum includes advance or otherwise money which you have taken for transfer of immovable property. Means I have sold my property to you, dear students. Then whatever amount you pay, I need to take it by online mode. I can accept cash maximum 20,000. मैम अगर कर दिया 20,000 के ऊपर लोन तो क्या होगा? Exactly equal to the amount of loan, you have to pay penalty 271D. If a person takes or accepts any loan in contraventions of 269 SS, he shall be liable to pay penalty 271D, a sum equal to amount of loan. Further, any penalty shall be imposed by joint commissioner. ठीक है ना? नहीं लेना है, अगर ले लिए तो deposit and loan, तो it is caught up. Now, what are the cases in which you can accept loan or deposit and payment? If it is given by government, bank, post office, cooperative bank. Loan or deposit taken or accepted, or loan or deposit taken or accepted, but government is paying or I am paying to government. I have taken a loan from bank. Can I repay 30,000 in cash? Yes. Post office, cooperative society. Loan or deposit specified sum and all from specified institution, or in case where the person involved in transaction deriving income only from agricultural sources, or where neither of them has income chargeable to tax. दोनों की इनकम बिलो एग्जेम्पशन है, तो कैन दे एक्सेप्ट लोन एंड ऑल इन कैश? यस. और बोथ ऑफ देम आर फार्मर्स, दे डोंट हैव बैंक अकाउंट फैसिलिटी, then can they take loan in cash and repay in cash? Yes. Okay. अब इससे related कुछ examples लिखेंगे notebook में. Open your notebook. Very nice way they are asking in MCQs. I'm dictating and you all write it simultaneously. 269 SS. 269 SS. What is 269 SS? Loan, deposit, accepted in cash above 20,000 rupees. Clear? 100% penalty equal to loan under section 271D. मैम पेनल्टीज के सेक्शन लर्न करने होंगे प्रेफरेबली, एंड आई विल गिव यू अ नाइस चैट वंस वी कंप्लीट दिस एग्जांपल. ठीक है? अब थोड़े एग्जांपल्स हम लिख रहे हैं जिसमें आपको पता चलेगा कि whether they have violated the rule or not. Okay, right? So let us write down serial number. Now loan taken. You have taken the loan, loan repaid, ऐसे कॉलम बनाओ. मोड मतलब कैश में है, चेक में है नहीं. 269 SS violated, yes or no, ऐसे कॉलम्स बनाओ. Enjoy writing this. When they ask these questions for 2 marks, it should be like super scoring. थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा बट हो जाएगा अच्छे से. Serial number, loan taken, loan repaid, mode 269 SS. So in that, write down example 1. Okay, right. You have taken loan 18,000. अभी तक रीपे नहीं किए हैं आपने, सिर्फ लेके रखे हैं. You have taken loan 18,000 in cash. No problem. Okay, date. Sorry, I missed one small column of date also. Let us say you have taken loan on 26 June 2020. Any random date I'm taking. One more loan you have taken on 15th of February 2023. 5,000. अभी तक पुराना वाला रीपे नहीं किए हैं और आपने कैश में लोन लिए. Now when you took 18,000, there is no violation. But when you took 5,000, is this crossing 20,000? Then the violation will be 5,000 or full 23,000? Violated, yes. 23,271D penalty. Clear है या नहीं? 21,271D penalty लगेगा. Is my example clear? Any doubt you have, then ask. Second, I'm taking the same date, but you can take any other date. Suppose on 24th June, you have taken it in, loan is taken, अभी तक रीपे नहीं किया है, चेक से, तो no violation, no problem. Now, 15th of February or 15th of March, 5,000 you have taken in cash. First was check, but now when you have taken in cash, that time, is it exceeding 20,000? Yes, but not in 20,000 cash, but is it exceeding? Yes, and the last 5,000 in cash? Yes, whole, it is violated and full 23,271D penalty लगेगा. ठीक है. Third one. 24th June 2022, you have taken the cash. Loan लिए 18,000 cash में. 15th of July 2022, 18,000 repaid in cash. Is there a violation? No. 18,000 लिए और रीपे किए. अब उसी साल में, in the same year, 31st August 2022, again loan taken 5,000. Is there a violation? No, because when you took 5,000 loan, what was the earlier balance? 18 लेके तो 18 दे दे. Any time during the year, your loan amount should not exceed 20,000 in cash. तो 18 लेके तो 18 वापस दे दिए. Now if you are taking 5,000 in cash, have you violated? No. Again on 31st January 2023, 5,000 is repaid in cash. Have you violated? No. So you take less than 20,000 and pay like this. 1 lakh you have taken in the year. Ma'am, is it violated? Answer is no. Because when you have taken 18, you repaid. Then you took 8, you repaid. Then 5, you repaid. So anytime it is not exceeding 20,000. Clear to all of you? Right. Any more examples in your mind? Please say. It's very easy, very scoring. And when you will see the MCQs, okay? Top 50 MCQs are ready. And sorry, top 50 theory questions and MCQs to more than 100. I have made a list, and that PDF also I'll put it in the group. Video is already recorded and posted in YouTube. You can watch that. Okay, one more last example. Let us take 24th June 2022 को 18,000 loan taken in cash. Is it violated? No. Again, 15th of March 2023, 5,000 loan. I'm just taking same figure actually for all the examples. We can take different figures. 5,000 you have taken by check. 18,000 you took cash. Next 5,000 from the same party you took check. Have you violated? No. No. Because when it is exceeding 20,000 आप चेक में आ गए. मैम फिर यहाँ क्यों वायलेट हुआ? पहले 18 चेक से था, but when you took cash, at that time, whenever you take loan in cash, at that time it should not exceed 20,000. Otherwise, fully violated. Lot of time I have taken to make this table and all. तो इसको अच्छे से करो. And if you want, you can write it and add more examples for yourself. You want me to revise once everyone finish writing, then put me a message. I will revise. It's very easy. Finish writing? Okay, listen now. 269 SS says related to business, you cannot take loan or deposit related to sale of house. You cannot take in cash above 20,000 in a year. If you violate this, exactly what you take in cash will be treated as your penalty under 271D and you'll have to pay that to government. अब ये क्या बात हुई कि हम क्या लोन ले रहे हैं और क्या चल रहा है? So this loan is taken, loan is repaid in cash. It will be taxable if it exceeds 20,000. First loan only you took in cash, 30,000. Is it violated? Yes. वो तो एग्जाम्पल मैंने लिया नहीं, वो तो सबसे इजी था, लिख लो ना. 24th June 2022, I took loan 22,000 in cash. Is it violated? Yes. 22,000 will be the 271D penalty. बराबर है या नहीं? ठीक है. Loan taken 18,000, loan repaid in cash, no problem. First one 18,000 लिए वापस नहीं दिए. फिर next 5,000 when you have taken, no, the total cash loan, ma'am, I have taken only 5,000 in cash and 18,000, but when you took 5,000, your loan in cash exceeded 20,000 quarter. Here 18,000 is taken by check, but 5,000 in cash. So 18 and 5 is 23 quarter. Okay. Here 18,000 taken and repaid, no problem. 5 taken and any time your amount was not exceeding 20,000, no problem. 18 in cash, 5 in check, no problem. 22 in cash, first itself violated. That's all for 269 SS. Let us go directly to the next one. Okay. And this is accepted if it is by government, post office and all those emotional cases. TDS में भी यही रहता है. 271D का पेनल्टी आपको पढ़ा है. अब बीच के दो सेक्शन छोड़ दो, I'll teach that but little later. पहले exactly इसी का opposite. Repayment of loan or deposit. Ma'am, I took loan by check, but I repaid in cash. Then 269T. I took it by check, 30,000 loan, but I repaid in cash. So you are caught up in 269T. 269T provides that no branch of banking company or cooperative bank or any other company or a firm shall repay any loan or deposit made with it or any specified advance received by it otherwise than by account pay check or account pay draft in the name of person who has made the loan or deposit or by use of electronic mode. So do it by electronic mode. Amount of loan or deposit advance together with interest if any. Yeah. Loan तो you took by check and loan you repaid by cash, but interest cash में दिया या interest का figure भी लेंगे loan के साथ. Aggregate of loan, deposit, interest and all. With branch of banking company as the case may be, or cooperative society or other person in own name jointly with other name. Okay, all will be caught up. Aggregate amount of advance received by person either in his own name or jointly with any other person on that date. Okay, sometimes it is a joint account of loan and we are repaying 30,000 loan in the joint name. Can we say 15 मेरा 15 मेरे spouse का मैम allow करो? No. Loan is repaid in cash above 20,000 quarter. Non-applicability of above provisions. Where the loan repayment is made by a bank. बैंक हमको लोन रीपे कर रही है, कोऑपरेटिव बैंक, और repayment could be made by crediting amount of loan or deposit to the saving bank account. देखो, it can bank repay the loan in cash? Yes. Or sometimes bank don't repay in cash, they transfer you to your saving account or current account. Is it allowed? Yes. Further, this will not apply in case of repayment of loan or advance taken or accepted from. Acha, I have taken loan from government. Can I repay to government in cash? Yes. Banking company and cooperative societies, government which are, one second. Government companies defined in 617, specified government companies, nidhis, mutual funds, जो भी होते हैं, such institutions. In short, exactly like 269 SS, लोन लेना नहीं 20,000 के ऊपर कैश में, 269 T लोन देना नहीं in cash में, along with interest. If you do that, ma'am, what is the penalty? 271 T, here 271 T. 269 SS, 269 T. If a person repays loan or deposit वही घर का or specified advance, otherwise then in accordance with the provisions of this section, he will be liable to pay by way of penalty a sum equal to amount of loan or deposit advanced or repaid. Further, any such penalty shall be imposed by joint commissioner. तो कितना penalty लगेगा? 271E. And banking company, cooperative bank, loan or deposit, all this we know. ठीक है? चलो. So let us take some example for this also. Next one, write down. 269 T. Bank also cannot repay. We can pay to bank, but bank अगर repay करेगा तो आपको कैसे करेगा? Either आपके सेविंग अकाउंट में दे देंगे और चेक से दे देंगे. Write down quickly some example. Repayment of loan or deposit above 20,000 in cash. Mode of online payment अभी मैंने आपको definition में बताया. Then 271E penalty लग जाएगी equal to loan. Or deposit in cash. Example लिखो जल्दी से. Loan may be taken by check, but if the loan is repaid with interest, say rupees 32,000 or 30,000, chalo, in cash. $269 T violated और 271 E का पेनल्टी लगेगा. ठीक है ना, ये वायलेट होगा और 269 E का पेनल्टी लगेगा. Second example is already asked for 4 marks. I'm solving that. The way they give is very simple. Please mark it, very important. 4 marks. They have asked you 2 marks, 2 concept. They are saying repayment of loan 32,000 plus interest in 2 installments this time. मैं ना 2 installments में दे रही हूँ. First, first installment 16,000 repaid in cash. 269T violate हुआ कि नहीं? Can you answer, any one of you? 16,000 रुपए कैश में दिए वापस. They didn't give 20,000 in cash or neither 30 full like above, but they gave part 16,000 in cash. 269T violated. Answer is yes. Why? Because when we paid 16,000, the balance, outstanding balance was more than 20,000, no? Then why did you pay 16,000 in cash? If any time your balance, see, this section is little tricky, so do it carefully. Repayment of the loan in cash above 20,000. Ma'am, but यहाँ तो 16,000 दिए. But that time your loan balance was above 32, no? So you should have not paid in cash. If you pay 16,000 in cash, 269T is violated. Clear? Right. अब देखो, चलो ये तो वायलेट हो गया. 271 DE का पेनल्टी लग जाएगा 16,000, 100%. अब सेकेंड इंस्टॉलमेंट. Second installment 16,000 repaid in cash. 269T not violated. मैम कैसे? अभी भी तो कैश में पे किया ना, तो क्यों not violated? Because now when you are paying 16,000 second installment, what's the balance of your loan? 16. How much you are paying in cash? 16. Is it below 20? Yes, it is allowed. Take your time. The way they have asked this example, that also I'll take in the next 5 minutes. Even banks cannot repay in cash, huh? They can put in your saving and current account. Acha, can we pay to bank?
Madam, small doubt.
Yeah, please ask. Push on.
Yeah, ma'am. So the total repayment of loan is 32,000. After paying the first installment of 16,000, the balance is 16 only, na, madam. Not balance, that is not more.
You say.
Yeah, that's not more than 20. No, why it is violated in first installment?
First installment, because they say when you repay the loan, that time the balance of loan should not be more than 20,000. It's not what you are paying is above 20,000. That's why I said it's little tricky. Isko padho, dekho. where the repayment is made by bank or cooperative bank, such could be crediting the amount of loan to saving account. To not violated. See, but the first one only. The amount of loan or deposit together with if interest any payable thereon, aggregate amount of the loan held by such person, okay, maybe or other company and all jointly or single on the date of such repayment together with interest if any payable on such loan. So jitna bhi the aggregate amount of the loan held by such person with the bank or cooperative bank or other bank or by firm or in joint name together with interest if any, so held by such person, and that aggregate amount of advances received by such person either in his own name or spouse on date of repayment, on the date of repayment, what is held with interest if any payable on the advance is 20,000 or more. So while repayment, it's not that you are repaying above 20,000. While repaying in cash, is your amount held? This is important. Is your amount held by that concern, bank, firm, or company? Is it exceeding 20,000? Yes. Then what? Even if you have repaid 5,000 in cash, it will be violated. Because 5,000 cash क्यों दिए जब आपका above 20,000 loan outstanding है? Now is it clear? And where repayment, where repayment is made by bank or cooperative and all, they also cannot pay in cash, banks and cooperative bank and all, but they can transfer to your saving account, no problem. And here, provisions of this section will not apply in case of repayment of loan or deposit or advance taken or accepted from government, banking company, corporations and all that. Okay, right? Now you must be thinking here also they have written the bank, here also. It is banks can transfer to your saving your current account. So once again the gist I am saying, while you take the loan also it is the same position. I have taken 18,000 loan by check. Now next 5,000 I take by cash, no? When I took loan in cash, my balance exceeded 20,000, no? Violated 23,000 pay penalty. Same way, while I was repaying only 16,000 in cash, it could have been only 6,000 in cash. But my outstanding balance was 32,000 above 20. Then why did I repay in cash? I should have repaid by check. Okay, so this is how they are charging. No problem, take your time. Even when I read it as a teacher, it took me time. And this first example is too easy. 30,000 पूरा ही कैश में दे दिए तो पूरा वायलेट हो गया. सेकेंड में loan amount along with interest is 32. I am repaying only 16 in cash, ma'am, and the balance is also 16. But when I am paying 16, what was the held balance? 32 देने के पहले. Is it exceeding 20,000? Yes, it is violated. Second time, then why is it not violated? Because when I paid 16, what was the balance? 16. How much I paid? 16. What is the limit? 20. Is it violating? No. Okay, right. Take your time, check it again. If you have doubt, tomorrow also you can ask me, no problem. So this is about 269T. Now come back to the next one. Full-fledged chances of getting 2 marks MCQ for 269 SU. जो नया add हुआ है. 269 SU. It's very simple. I'll tell you the gist. It says that if the turnover or gross receipts of our business exceeds 50 crores, then we need to mandatorily have online payment modes open. मतलब my business का turnover is 60 crore. Can I say sorry sir, मेरे पास ना UPI और कार्ड स्वाइपिंग की फैसिलिटी नहीं, आप कैश ही दे दो. अरे I need to maintain all the online mode of payment. Followed or not? Why do retailers maintain all when we go to malls or supermarkets और छोटे छोटे जो retail counters पे हम जाते हैं ना, तो हम पूछ लेते हैं कार्ड एक्सेप्ट करेंगे तो हम शॉपिंग करेंगे. तो they keep this card swiping, that too for master cards and all separate machine and bank wise, and they take efforts. They do. In that their commission is also going, no? If they do the card sales of 1000, next day 970 rupees is coming in their account, 30 rupees to cut ja rahe banking transaction, but at least they are getting business. So these are the motto. They say if you are doing business above 50 crores, mandatorily you should have all the payment options open. You can't say मेरे पास QR code payment नहीं है, मेरे पास ये नहीं है. That's what is this simple section. नहीं है तो wonderful. 5,000 rupees penalty per day. Let us check. In order to achieve the mission of government to move towards a cashless economy and all, and to promote economy, 269 SU started. Circle karo isko. This section says that everyone who's carrying on business and accepting payment through prescribed mode in addition to facility and all, if total turnover of gross receipts in the business exceed 50 crores during immediately preceding previous year. Okay. In order to ensure that the compliance of the provisions of section 269 SU 271 DB have been inserted, penalty from 1st November to provide that failure to provide for electronic mode. What are electronic modes? यहाँ सब दिए हैं. Credit card, debit card, net banking, IMPS, UPI, RTGS, NEFT, online mobile transfers, Aadhaar Pay, all. Then 5,000 per day during which the failure continues. However, penalty shall not be imposed if the person proves that there's a sufficient reason and give them time and all. This has been effected to ensure that no bank or system provider imposes any charge upon anyone, either directly or indirectly, for using modes of electronic payment prescribed under 269 SU. अब वो बोल रहे हैं कि ये सब में चार्ज नहीं लगना चाहिए, but we all know that banks are charging in the form of GST, वो सब लगा रहे. So many services of the bank, I'll tell you, every 3 months SMS charges are deducted from our account. और वो SMS charges जो bank charge कर रही है उस पे भी they are taking GST. So there are many things hidden when we do it with bank. Chalo. Once again, 269 SU is one liner, no example needed. That if your turnover or gross receipts of your business exceed 50 crores, isko block mein dalo. Then you need to have all the electronic payments of mode. You should accept. If you're not accepting, then 5,000 per day is the penalty. Chalo. 269 ST. This is very beautiful. Many people are actually getting notices here. 269 SS, 269 T, 269 SU. Now ST. तो देखा जाए तो ये लाइन से है SS, ST, SU और फिर T. मैंने आपको लिंक कुछ अलग लिंक से पढ़ाया. ठीक है? राइट. चलिए. 269 ST provides that no person receives an amount of 2 lakh or more except by account pay, check, draft and all in aggregate from a person in a single day. एक दिन में 2 लाख से ज्यादा कैश नहीं लेना. मैम, you तो already gave 20,000 limit. That was to for loan and all. But any mode of the transaction, you cannot pay more than 2 lakh rupees cash in a single day. Or single transaction, multiple days, single transaction, or in respect of transactions relating to one or event or occasion from a person. One event or occasion मतलब कुछ भी है, कुछ function है, कुछ annual get together है, उससे related 2 लाख रुपए के above you cannot pay cash. Check this, read this, I'll give nice examples. Okay, this is the 10th anniversary of our concept classes app, and I have given this all to an event manager to organize an offline event and call my all alumni, old students who have qualified and all. Okay? So now to that person in a single day, can I give 2 lakh rupees? No. His bill is say 2,50,000, and for this transaction, I am paying him 25,000 ke 10 installments in cash. So in regard of single transaction, पर मैं installment में तोड़ के different day में दे रही हूँ to the same person. cash. Can I do this transaction in cash? This is not necessarily loan or deposit. This could be sale, purchase, services, anything. I have hired an event manager to whom 2,50,000 I have to pay for organizing 10th anniversary of the Concept Classes app, and 25,000 into 10 I have paid. Is it allowed? Answer is not allowed. Next, in respect of transactions relating to one event or occasion, what is that event? Get together with the students. So usse related, he is doing catering, he is only doing return gift, he is doing invitation, he is doing stage decoration, he is choosing the venue. So for different things, I am paying him above 2 lakh rupees in cash. Then it is violated, because for a single event or occasion, above 2 lakh rupees in multiple days also you cannot pay in cash. You cannot pay in a single day, or you cannot pay in multiple days also for single transaction. Clear? Then CBDT has clarified that in respect of receipt of nature of repayment of loan and all, one installment shall constitute a, okay, yeah, this one is important. I'll read it again. You know, पहले इसका routine देख लेते हैं कि this is not applicable if any receipt is by government, banking, post office. Can they receive more than, can I deposit 3 lakh rupees cash in my bank account in a single day? वैसे नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि एनुअल इंफॉर्मेशन में आ जाता है, बट लाइक दिस, सो देर इज, कैन दे रिसीव above 2 lakh rupees in cash? Yes. Transactions of the nature refer to 269 SS. जो लोन है तो लोन में तो 20,000 का ही लिमिट है, देन यू कैन से मैम 50,000 लोन ना ले लो कैश में. 269 ST में तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है 2 लाख तक. नो, such person or class of person notified by central government, okay, so they can take. Other than this, there are few cases, I am reading this list, और ये TDS में भी पढ़ते हैं हम, जहां पे above 2 lakh rupees का 2 lakh rupees का cash में transactions are happening. For example, receipt cash withdrawal by any person from bank. You know, if you withdraw above 1 crore rupees, 194 N लगता है TDS का section. यहाँ लिख दो, लिखने से आपको याद रहेगा. खुद के सेविंग अकाउंट से 1 लाख रुपीस अबव इफ आई एम विड्रॉइंग, आई एम कॉट अप 194 N लग जाएगा मेरे को 2%. जो भी विड्रॉल है 2 लाख रुपए के ऊपर, 2 लाख तक अलाउड है, अबव दैट. बट कैन आई विड्रॉ अबव 2 lakhs in cash? Yes. And I will not be caught up in 269 ST? Yes. Receipt by business correspondent on behalf of banking company, cooperative bank. You know, there are so many transactions between the different banks clearing hone ke baad. So there are like people who transfer cash from here and there, allowed. White label ATM machine operator. ATM वाले तो 4 लाख रुपए कैश मशीन में भरते हैं, 6 लाख रुपए निकालते हैं, all. So all that is allowed to them. Receipt by an agent by issuer of prepaid payment instruments in accordance with authorized by RBI and all. Now what is prepaid instruments? Okay, like Paytm and all. Receipt from agent. Okay, now listen, I did shopping from a mall and I made payment through my card. Okay, now you also did shopping in the mall and you also paid through card. So we both are having, say, HDFC card. Okay, HDFC का premium card आता है, वो है हमारे पास. So now will the HDFC's agent repay or pay the settle the money with the mall of 5 lakh rupees at a time? Yes. Can they do in cash? Yes. समझा? फिर से एक बार देखो, और जितना समझे ठीक है, ये आपको एग्जाम में इतना कुछ नहीं आएगा, बट नॉलेज के लिए भी अच्छा है, समझ में आना चाहिए. लिसन, who are the agents of Paytm and all? See, you pay through routine. I have done shopping of 50,000 through my card. She has done, you have done, you have done. Like that, 8 lakh rupees, 8 people have done purchases through card in the same mall. So there are agents who transfer the money from the banks to the malls and all. Can they do it in cash? Yes, because these are different transactions. Receipt by company or institutions issuing credit card against the bill raised. सेम क्रेडिट कार्ड के अगेंस्ट जो बिल रेज हो रहा है वो कंपनी कैश में रीपे कर सकती है. पेमेंट प्रीपेमेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट पेटीएम एंड ऑल के एजेंट्स है वो पे कर सकते हैं. Receipt of award, you know, when you get awards from central government, that gallantry awards and you know, Bal award to the bravery awards and all are given. All that can be received and all above 2 lakh rupees also in cash. Okay, so this is not applicable. Now here one point is there. CBDT has clarified that nature of repayment of loan by NBFCs or housing finance, the receipt of one installment of loan in respect of loan should constitute single transaction. Okay, for 269 ST, and all the installments paid for a loan shall not be aggregated for this purpose. Oh, so when you have taken loan from NBFCs doesn't come in a routine scheduled nationalized banks, cooperative society and all. तो NBFC या हाउसिंग फाइनेंस कंपनी से लोन लिया है तो ईच लोन इफ इट एक्सीड्स 2 lakh they are caught up. Can I repay housing loan 1,50,000 in cash? Answer is yes. समझ में आ रहा है? हम करेंगे नहीं तो एटीसी का डिडक्शन नहीं मिलेगा. तो बाकी और भी कुछ सेक्शंस हैं जहां पे ये कॉट अप है. But specifically 269 ST says single day, single person, single transaction or single occasion, you cannot make a payment above 2 lakh in cash. If you do, what is the consequence? 271DA. Okay, penalty equal to whatever you have received in cash. No penalty shall be imposed if such person proves that there was a good and sufficient reason and all. वो सबको time दिया जाएगा. Clear? So here we complete more important 4 sections. Okay, just 2 to 3. Let us make one table and write this all together. Okay, with all the limits. Section particulars. एक काम करते हैं ना, सेक्शन और फिर उसका पेनल्टी. तो पेनल्टी सेक्शन भी साथ में याद रहेगा. particulars. First, let us start with the first one. That is 269 SS. If it is not followed, penalty is 271D. And what is it, 269 SS? Loan or deposit accepted in cash above 20,000 or when the balance is 20,000 aggregate on the date of taking the loan. वो भी language वैसा ही है. So earlier loan and this remaining unpaid put together, if it exceeds 20,000, then you're caught up. 269T, 271E, 269T, 271E. Penalty 100% जितना लोन है. Loan or deposit repaid when you have held, it is in cash above 20,000. 269 SU. 269 SU. 271D. D की पेनल्टी है 5,000 per day. turnover or gross receipts. If it exceeds 50 crores, then electronic mode of payment mandatory. It is mandatory to have electronic mode of payment if your gross receipts or your turnover is exceeding 50 crores, right? 269 ST. This one is very interesting. If you are caught up in this, then penalty is 271 DA. कितना है 100%. हाँ, but everywhere government is giving you कि हाँ ठीक है ये कुछ genuine reason है तो वो सब चीजें हैं. No, you're given time to be heard and all. What is 269 ST? No person should receive rupees 2 lakh or more in cash from single person, single day, single person, single day, or in respect of single transaction, multiple day. Single transaction, multiple day, or in respect of one event or occasion from a person. One event or occasion from a person. Is this gist table clear to all of you? टू लाख की लिमिट है ऑन अ सिंगल डे बाय सिंगल पर्सन. एक दिन से ज्यादा नहीं लेना देना कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन है. You know, now here the thing is, can we have very important note I want you all to write? 269 SS and 269 T can exist simultaneously. Answer is yes. 269S मतलब लोन लिया भी कैश में और लोन वापस भी कैश में किया तो मैम दोबारा पेनल्टी लगेगी. yes, because these are two separate transactions. Why did you take loan in cash? अच्छा कैश में लिया तो रीपे तो चेक से करना था, रीपे भी कैश में की. तो can we have 269 SS and T both? Answer is yes. But 269 SS or 269 ST, anyone. मैम इसका क्या मतलब है? अगर आपने लोन लिया है above 20,000, you are already caught up in 269 SS. For the same transaction, we cannot say in 269 ST. समझ में आ रहा है? 269 ST क्या है? Above 2 lakh, you should not do any transaction in cash. Suppose you take loan 3 lakh in cash. You're already caught up in 269 SS. Just because the transaction is exceeding 2 lakh. Can we charge 269 ST also? No. So both will not come. I hope you are getting. If I have taken loan above 3 lakhs in cash, 3 लाख रुपए, तो मैंने 20,000 से ऊपर लोन कैश में लिया ना, I'm already caught up in 269 SS. Now, just because 2 lakh ke above transaction be cash mein ho raha hai, can you ask them to, I mean, say, are they caught up in 269 ST also? Answer is no, they aren't. Nice concept. I hope this just knowledge is all clear to all of you. So with this, you will be able to attempt all the questions. But what one question I'm taking up. Finish writing, all of you have closed the screen. और last वाला conflict समझ में भी आया. One question related to this. Lot of simple questions related to all these simple like procedural part, miscellaneous provisions related question answers I have given. But एक जो important है वो हम अभी कर लेंगे question. पीछे देखो काफी सारे questions और because it's conceptual, I have printed the answer also, this one. 13th question. I said no, 4 marks they have asked the question, this one on. I'm on page number 277. Investor Limited is a residuary non-banking company, accepts public deposits, issues deposit certificates and repays the same after some period of time along with interest under different sections run by it. Following transactions were noted from their books of accounts. Okay. Raj, an individual, has deposited 15,000 on 1st May for 48 months by bearer check, and another 15,000 on 30th June 22 in cash to purchase a new certificate of 48,000. समझ में आ रहा है? So this is a non-banking company who accepts deposits and issues certificates and all. NBFCs is not covered by nationalized bank, cooperative bank, post office. उससे अलग है. तो राज ने ना एक FD कराया बैंक में. बेरर चेक. You all know what is बेरर चेक? किसी का नाम नहीं रहता है, गुमनाम. जिसके हाथ में चेक आए, जिसके पॉकेट में, you can write pay to Dipti Chheda, pay to Rishabh, whatever you want you can write. So बेरर चेक से हमने एक FD कराया और एक 15,000 in cash to purchase a new FD. Okay. Already when I am doing second FD with the same bank, I have already made one FD of 15,000 in cash. Okay. Now if I make another FD of 15,000, have I violated the 20,000 limit? कि 20,000 से ज्यादा अगर जब held है तो कैश में पेमेंट नहीं करना, हमने कर दिए. And when I paid second 15, my balance is like 30,000 in cash. Okay. So have they violated? Yes. 269 SSC violate हुआ है यहाँ पे. Violated. Yes. Write down. 271D का पेनल्टी लगेगा कितना? 15 तो बहुत पहले कर दिए थे कैश में. But now when you paid it exceeded 20,000 ना, it is 100% पूरा टोटल जो भी बैलेंस है 30,000 पूरा आपको पेनल्टी पे करना पड़ेगा. Now Raj has applied for premature withdrawal against both his certificate 15 and 15. 30,000 certificate along with interest. He wants to withdraw. You know, FDs are made for 4 or 5 years. You cannot withdraw, but he wanted to withdraw. So what he does, company has paid him, that NBFC company has paid him 16,500 bearer check against principal and interest. Now, when he was getting repayment of loan, 16,500, what was the balance? 30,000. और थोड़ा interest भी add हुआ था. Is 269T violated? Answer is yes. और बिल्कुल penalty लगेगी आपको. Okay, right. It is violated, and how much amount you will have to repay. Okay, whatever is the amount on that is repaid in the cash, वो उतना पूरा penalty लगेगा आपको. Because on that day when 16,500 is withdrawn, out of the FD in cash. Bearer check is like cash only, किसी का नाम नहीं है चेक पे, सेल्फ चेक जिसको बोलते हैं. तो 16,500 विड्रॉ किया तो ऑलरेडी बैलेंस वाज एक्सीडिंग 20,000. Then why did you repay in cash? Okay, then this amount is taxable. Only 16,500 ना, this time not whole. यहाँ पे पहले 15 था, फिर 15 किए तो पूरा पेनल्टी लगती है, because everything is like caught up in cash. Even when 18,000 was check and 5 was cash, still whole पूरा. Repay करते वक्त 26090 will be 16,500. Okay, right. Now, and 15,500 in cash on 25th March. अब ये 23rd March की स्टोरी खत्म हो गई. 16,500. मैम एक बार कैलकुलेटर करो. I think you are exceeding 30,000, no? FD कराए थे 30, लेकिन रीपे करके ज्यादा लेके जा रहे. You can put the message in chat box. कितना आ रहा है आपको? 16,500 and 15,500. So 32,000 along with interest. So पहले 16,500 along with interest they are taking. It is 269T violated and 271E penalty लगेगा. अब जब second 15,000 cash में ले जा रहे तो there is no violation. Ma'am, how come? Because when second payment is made, what was the balance? 15,500, less than 20,000. How much you are repaying in cash? 15,500. No violation. Exactly same example I gave, and because I feel this is important, similar question can be asked for 4 marks or MCQs. I'm doing it again. Take your time. Will it make any difference if the certificates were held by Raj and his wife in the joint name? Answer is no change. If it is joint name, ma'am, दोनों को 30, 20, 20 allow करो. ऐसे नहीं होता. मिला के their limit for that FD is 20,000. Take your time, ask your doubts. Easy, clear? Chalo. So simple questions are asked from this topic, and here we complete one part, that is 269 SST, SU and ST. Like this, you remember 4 sections. I have given you the table also. And now there's a second part in which is very important. It will take half an hour, but I'm not taking it now. ये सब limits ही limits है. Specified financial transaction कल करेंगे. अभी simple topic I am taking कि notice किसको आएगा, who will pay the tax. So to start with, in exam once they have asked, is legal representative and executor a different person or not? जहाँ tonnage tax खत्म हो रहा है और ये topic शुरू हो रहा है, वहां आ जाओ. Some 15 minutes class more I'll take. Then we'll close, and SFT I'll take tomorrow with the next topic also I'll start, that is collection and recovery of taxes. Second last topic. Last is actually we should not do it last, but अब वो last चला गया है. Procedural part का एक topic बाकी है, search and survey. 2 classes I'll take, and that's very important. 3 to 5 marks they are asking. You know, whatever we take, something gets pushed at the end. Like last time I took all the direct taxes first, so international पीछे चले गया. This time I felt no, international taxation is important. So once direct taxation main portion I did charitable trust, MAT, all that is A category. MAT, your charitable trust. और एक हमने पढ़े थे ना, yeah, your assessment procedures, appeals revisions. Then we did important 3 topics of international taxation, which I feel every student should do. And those problems which are taken in class are quality good. Anyone who has missed the class, एक video important है. 4 ही class में पूरा non-resident पढ़ाया और बहुत important है. DTAA, non-resident and your transfer pricing. ये करने के बाद then you can go for these chitter-pitter small topics. चलो, let us take up this very first page. ये देखो टनेज टैक्स हमने लास्ट टाइम क्लोज किया था. सो विद दैट नाउ लेट अस कम हियर. जस्ट मैम ये पूरा वर्ड टू वर्ड पढ़ना पड़ेगा, हमने लॉ में भी किया है, हमने जीएसटी में भी किया है, हमने कंपनीज एक्ट में भी किया है. मे बी वेरी गुड that you are repeating it in other subjects also, but here only what is relevant for exam I'll tell you the gist. Like who is legal representative? Legal representative is legally किसको right है. A person is deceased, then generally the legal representative can be wife or son. But if the person has made a will and specifically he said कि okay so and so person will take care, then those people are called as what? Executors. Followed or not? So legal representative अलग है और executors अलग है. I want all of you to write here in the beginning only. When a person is deceased and if there is a will, अगर will है yes, तो फिर कौन आएगा मेन रोल में? 168 एग्जीक्यूटर. एग्जीक्यूटर का काम है execute the will. Will he get the share in the will? Not necessary. He may or may not. So executor का काम है execute the will, sell off all the assets, realize all the money, pay off in proper sequence. बैंक को दे दो, executor अपना expenditure लेगा, फिर third party को देगा, फिर loans repay, फिर preference shareholder, last is equity shareholders. Okay. So if the will is there, 168 executor is applicable. If there is no will तो है ही नहीं. No, will is not there. Then 159 is applicable. Representative SSE. If SSE's death is sudden, then someone should represent him. No, obviously. And is he required to file the return from the first day of the financial year till the date of the death? Yes. And how much he has the excess? I'll tell you all this orally. बिना वहां पढ़े. ये देखो. Legal representative को power है to have the control of all the assets. But he cannot sell off the assets till he informs to the commissioner of income tax. And government की liability क्या है वो तो पहले पे करनी पड़ेगी. Then the secured loan, then the unsecured loan, then the preference shareholder, and last बचा कुचा equity shareholder. So legal representative will inform to the commissioner. Commissioner will let him know what are the taxes paid by legal representative. Once that is done, he can sell off the assets and start paying in sequence. That sequence is given in the Companies Act and he can pay that. Okay, by mistake he sold off the assets and now he's not having money to pay the tax. Then out of his pocket personally he will have to pay the tax. Okay, बस इतना सिर्फ जिस्ट याद रख लो बस है. Only important gist. क्यों? Why did you sell? Why did you sell the assets of 1,000 rupees and pay off others when you know that 200 rupees you had to pay income tax liability? अच्छा, deceased की assessed है 50 रुपए की. Can we ask the legal representative deceased का 60 rupees tax है तुम pay करो? No, no. Legal representative's liability is limited only to whatever is available in the assets of the deceased person. Is this clear? Right. So where a person dies, his legal representative shall be liable to pay sum which deceased would have paid if he would be alive. Liability of legal representative is limited to the estate. जितना वो छोड़ के गए उसमें से पे करो, आपके पॉकेट से पे करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Yeah, but बिना बोले if you are selling off and disposing of the asset, then you'll have to pay out of your pockets. However, if legal representative shall be personally liable, while his liability for tax remains undischarged, he creates a charge and disposes of the assets which are in or may come into his possession. But such liability shall be limited to the value of the assets so charged and all. Chalo. Now, for the purpose of making of assessment of income of deceased person and purpose of leaving any sum in the hands of the legal representative with the provisions, any proceeding taken against deceased before his death shall be taken on the legal representative. Yeah. And any proceeding could be taken against deceased if he has survived. All the provisions of act will apply और जो भी उसका survivor है, son, wife, उनको tax देना पड़ेगा. Legal representative of deceased shall be deemed to be SSE. Legal representative. They can ask you in MCQ and all like that. In case of death, there are two assessments. Up to the date of death, 159. Legal representative will pay the tax on behalf of SSE from the first year financial year till the date of death. After the death, all the money will go as per the will to the executor and all. Okay? So up to the date of death, legal representative बोलेगा कि हाँ ये SSE की liability करो. उसके डेथ के बाद अभी भी कुछ amount payable and all, then it will be taken care by the executor. 168 is executor. I hope you have written in the header. 159 is the legal representative. अगर will नहीं है तो ही legal representative का role है. Who can be the representative? 1 mark question. Who can be? जैसे who can sign the return? You remember? Like who can be representative? In case of non-resident, agent of the non-resident. Non-resident के इंडिया में agent होते हैं ना, जो उनके behalf पे purchase, sale, transaction करते हैं. Or if a person is lunatic, minor and all, then guardian or manager who is entitled to receive. Okay? Or if a person which is received by in respect of income which is received by court of ward and trustees and all, then those court of ward manager जो भी हैं, or which is received by trustee under declared by duly executed in writing testamentary otherwise. Trust registered trust है उसका deed और है, तो who will be the legal representative? Trustee. Which is received having entitled to receive trustee and all, तो भी trustee. In short, NRI के लिए agent of NRI, lunatic के लिए parent or guardian, trustees are the representative in case of the trust. That's all for this. Now, liability of the representative SSE. ठीक है, ये छोड़ सकते हैं. Right of the representative SSE to recover the taxes paid. Yes, he can. He can recover from the estate of the SSE, you know, right? जितना भी available है. Person who may be deemed to be agent of the non-resident. This is important. Asked. Non-resident का इंडिया में किसी को तो टैक्स पे करना पड़ेगा, whatever income is received in India or accrued in India and all, then it is to be done by his agent in writing. ठीक है? Who is employed by or on behalf of non-resident or who has any business connection with the non-resident. समझ में आ रहा है? या तो non-resident का कोई employee है इंडिया में, he will be acting as agent of non-resident, मतलब representing him. Or if he has a business connection, you remember, non-resident should pay the tax in India either through business connection or through his status, or from non-resident is in receipt of any income, or trustee of the non-resident, or who has acquired by way of transfer of any capital asset in India from such non-resident. So non-resident bahar hai, but they have sold the property in India through the agent and all, then whoever is that person, the person shall be deemed to be agent of non-resident unless such person has been given an opportunity of being heard. ठीक है ना? तो जो फॉरेन से इंडिया में आते हैं, परचेज करते हैं, उनके भी आप पे सेल करते हैं, स्टॉक मेंटेन करते हैं, डिस्पैचेस करते हैं, these all people are called as agents of non-resident and they need to pay the tax. Nothing shall prevent either direct assessment of person on whose behalf benefit therein taxes to be recovered. Directly person is going out of India, you remember, then for him previous year and assessment year is same. That's what. Remedies against properties in case of representative SSE. AO shall have the same remedies against all the properties and they can sell off and pay. Liability of legal executor, 168. Market important. Take a pause and tell me, is the difference clear to all of you? Who is representative SSE and who is this executor? This section will apply only in situation where SSE has specifically appointed someone to be his executor by will. Will है और उसमें लिखा है तो executor. Will ही नहीं है तो legal representative. If no such person was appointed and where deceased person is died, then provisions of this section will not apply. The such situation it will be governed by legal heads. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं? अगर कोई विल ही नहीं है, किसी को अपॉइंट ही नहीं किया, तो फिर लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, अदरवाइज एग्जीक्यूटिव. Executor will assess to tax firstly in capacity as executor and secondly is his personal capacity. ठीक है, he will pay the tax if he is taking over the business. Okay. Income of estate of deceased person shall be chargeable to tax in executors if only one executor is there, then okay. If more than one executors are there, एक father है, उनके 3 बच्चे हैं, सबको मिलेगा equally. Executor shall be deemed to be resident or non-resident as deceased person according के हिसाब से. An assessment of executor shall be made separately. Separate assessment shall be made on total income of each completed years. And in computing total income, any income of estate of that year or specific legate of estate during previous year, but the income so excluded shall be included in total income. तो अगर स्पेसिफिकली विल में बोला गया कि आप एग्जीक्यूटर हैं लेकिन हमारे को लीगेट विल के हिसाब से इनको इतने पैसे देना है, तो उसको एग्जीक्यूट कर देंगे. वी विल गिव देम एंड देन रिमेनिंग वी विल डू. Rights of the executor who pays an amount of income tax and all shall have the right to recover the same from the executor. Executor जो अगर expenditure और कर रहा है, तो he has got a right to recover that money. Liability of successor where predecessor could not be located. इसको important mark करो, बाकी सब जो बीच में है you can leave, पर ये important है. कभी कभी क्या होता है कि what is the predecessor? Once the person is deceased, that person is called as predecessor and his running business is taken over by others. They are called as successors. So successor is responsible to pay his own tax also and tax of the predecessor also. Right? Okay, until now let us see what is the gist important. 269 SST वो तो अच्छे से किया, but what is important here is that if there is a will, executor will take care to execute the will, realize assets and pay off the money. If there is no will, then legal representative, his son or spouse or whoever is there, will have to file the return up to the date of the deceased person and all other details and so on. Okay, now here one thing is very important. Sometimes that same business in the same name is taken over, then is successor liable to pay the tax for predecessor also? Answer is yes. Where a person carrying on business is succeeded, यहाँ पे अब कोई deceased deceased की बात नहीं है. Successor and predecessor मतलब I am just retiring and my routine business I am giving over to you. Then who am I? Predecessor. I am there very well, but I have left the business. मैं retire हो गई business से, मैंने business आपको दे दिया. Who are you? Successor. Now let us see. Liability of successor where predecessor could not be found or taxed cannot be recovered from the predecessor. Tax cannot be recovered. Where a person carrying on business is succeeded by another person, then successor, otherwise then by death, and such person carries on business, then two separate assessment will be made. One on the predecessor up to the date of succession. अगर मैंने 30 जून 2022 से firm ली हूँ, you have taken over my firm from 30 June. So till 30 June, whatever is the income, I have to pay tax. Second, the successor for the period after the date. Accordingly, income of the year in which succession takes place is to be apportioned between predecessor and successor with the share of each. Income must be computed separately and each of these must be granted deductions and allowances applicable. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं? 30th June का return I will file predecessor and 1st July to 31st March you will file the return. So it will be apportioned, depreciation will be apportioned, वो सब होगा. But if predecessor cannot be found, then assessment of predecessor will also made by successor. then his tax, interest, penalty, as well as for earliers and all are all recovered from successor. However, successor shall be entitled to recover from predecessor. Predecessor's income include capital gain. Then successor's liability to tax arises also in respect of capital gain accruing to pre. मतलब अगर नहीं मिल रहा है predecessor तो successor को दोनों का tax pay करना होगा. चलो. Now, how do you pay the tax when there is partition of the HUF? So partial partition कुछ तो यहाँ लिखा है, यहाँ पे boldly लिखो not applicable. Partial partition मतलब applicable नहीं है. No. Partial partition पहले होता था, अभी ऐसा है either you do complete partition of HUF, एक करता एक spouse दो बच्चे सबको अपना अपना हिस्सा दे दो खत्म करो, or the HUF will continue even if the karta is deceased. Will the HUF continue? Answer is yes. Any senior member will take over, male or female. If partial partition has taken place, such partition shall be deemed to have never taken place. In single language, partial partition after 1978 is not permitted. Okay. तो ये सब कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. हाँ, ये important है. At the time of making assessment 143 regular or best judgment, if it is claimed by member of HUF that partition has taken place in HUF, then AO shall inquire into the matter by issuing a notice in this regard to all the members of the HUF. If AO is satisfied about partition having taken place, he shall record his finding to that effect. In such case, SUF shall be assessed to tax only up to the date of partition. Partition जहां तक हुआ है वहां तक का HUF को रिटर्न भरना पड़ेगा. Every person, ये पूछा है आपको already exam में. Every person who was member of HUF shall be jointly and severally liable for liability of HUF. Several liability of members shall be in the ratio in which assets of HUF are transferred. In short, there is nothing like partial partition. And complete partition में very important is कि जो भी members हैं they are all jointly liable for the liability of the taxation related to HUF till the date of partition. Okay, right. Now this you give it a reading at home. ये introduction से आपको पढ़ा रहे हैं. First class जो definition tax rates था. What are the exception to the rule that previous year and assessment year income of a previous year is taxed in its assessment year. सबको पता है कि हमारा previous year क्या है 22-23, assessment year क्या है 23-24. So suppose for 22-23 whatever you earn you pay. Exception means previous year is also 22-23, assessment year is also 22-23. मतलब तभी के तभी tax हो जाएगा. When the, I want all of you to write, give it a reading. Assessment of person leaving India. If a person is leaving India on 31st August 23, can we say अभी तो जाओ अगले साल ना जुलाई में जरूर आना इंडिया रिटर्न भरना? So no, it's not possible. So what you will say him, whatever you have earned from April to August, pay the tax, show the tax clearance certificate, then you are allowed to leave the country. Yes, right? So for him, previous year and assessment year will be same. His income will be assessed in the same way. Assessment of AOP, BOI, AJP formed for a shorter period. That is nothing but like joint venture. 4-5 लोग मिलके आते हैं, they put up exhibitions, they earn money, distribute the profit and part way. Then can we say next year we will check? No, these people are never going to come back together and there is no partnership between them. So whatever is their income, they can pay the tax now itself. Where it appears to the AO that AOP, BOI, AJP is formed for a particular person dissolved immediately after, then the total income for that year shall be taxable there itself. Assessment of a person trying to transfer property to avoid tax. This is also called as like he's trying to alienate his assets, you know, अपने assets divert कर रहा है कि अब मेरे पास तो cash ही नहीं है tax भरने के लिए, like that. So in that case, if he's trying to dispose of the assets, you can recover the tax there itself. A person उसको लग रहा है अरे इंडिया में possible नहीं है, जल्दी जल्दी अपने assets देके इंडिया से बाहर जाने की कोशिश करते हैं. So while they transfer the asset, You can't say कि okay, you have transferred the asset in June 23 ना, capital gain 24-25 में भरना अगले साल. No, tax it now. Discontinued business. When a business is closed, don't wait till next year. They can file the return now only. Association dissolved or business discontinued. Same. Okay, right. So these are the cases. Business is discontinued or associations हैं कुछ, तो वो अगर खत्म हो रहे हैं तो they need to file. कुछ group of people have come together for a social work and all, and now they are not doing, they are closing. So they need to file their return. Last one, in case of company, who is taking care of closing? Liquidator. So liquidator need to inform to the AO, Chief Commissioner and all. He shall not leave without the leave of the Chief Commissioner, part with any of the assets. Okay, and he should set aside the amount which he has to pay. See, even if you have done liquidator's final statement in accounts, dear students, first is liquidator should take his expense, his commission, and he should pay government dues first. Then secured loan, then unsecured loan, then preference shareholders, last is owners, equity shareholder. So अगर liquidation में company गई है, तो power is given to the liquidator, director, shareholders have all gone. Liquidator should intimate, and sometimes the liquidation goes on for 15-16 months. So he has to intimate to the department that I am the liquidator, this is the cash account, this much assets I have realized, yet I have to realize I'll repay the taxes first and then I'll repay and all that. He has to do the work. That's all about liquidator, what you should know. Right. And he is liable to pay only till the estate of asset. अगर estate of asset 10 रुपए है तो you can't say to liquidator 12 रुपए पे करो, वो अपने पॉकेट से कभी भी नहीं देगा. Liabilities of directors of a private company in case of liquidation. Where tax is due by private company for any income and all, okay, it cannot be recovered, then every person who was a director of the private company shall be jointly and severally liable unless you prove that only one director was guilty and we are not aware for it. Are you getting? Private company का tax कौन pay करना चाहिए jointly and severally? All the directors. However, no such director shall be liable if he proves that non-recovery cannot be attributable to any negligence, misbreach or anything on his behalf. मुझे तो मालूम ही नहीं था, and I have proved that I was not there when this fraud and all happened, and all this is the responsibility of other director. Then he can escape. 269 SS and T हमने किया, and in very brief I have told you all the liabilities. So we'll take a pause here today. Tomorrow I will do some more cases, that is notices, and most important I want to take up this table. What is your information that is directly going to the department? Okay? So this part we will take up tomorrow with question answers, and time permits then I want to take up advanced tax and interest. 234 ABC क्योंकि आजकल आपको interest से question आ रहे हैं. You know, ma'am, interest is only 234 ABC, correct है? लेकिन 234 D, E, F, G, H, 234H blink होना चाहिए. If PAN and Aadhaar is not linked, you link it now till June 23. अभी देखो सबके status पे वही आ रहा है. Link the PAN and Aadhaar link. So if you link it now by paying 500 penalty, 234H. जून के बाद आधार और पैन लिंक कराए तो more, 1000 rupees. 234H. So all the penalties, you know, should be in a gist table, ek saath. So I have given it all together only. So that is the topic we are going to take up tomorrow. Please give me a frank view. The way I taught you last half an hour, is it okay? You can't, even I don't want you are doing law, accounts, जो भी आप 4-6 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हो, इससे ज्यादा डेप्थ ये टॉपिक में जरूरत नहीं है. You should know who is legal representative, who is executor, predecessor का टैक्स सक्सेसर को पे करना ही पड़ेगा अगर predecessor नहीं है. In case of private company, all the directors are responsible. In case of company, liquidator is responsible. Liquidator did not inform to the department and he parted off the assets and he did not pay the tax. Then for that much amount, he is personally responsible. Okay, so like this, just read the list. Who can be representative SSC for non-resident? उसका agent जो उसके behalf पे खरीद रहे बेच रहे हैं, all that people who are representing him in India. Okay, right? So that's all for today. We will continue with this topic tomorrow. Another 3 to 4 classes will be done with. Classes there tomorrow because we took a break yesterday. And prepare well. Very simple, and in fact class के जैसे ही problems which are coming in exam for cup method, for RSP method are asked in the transfer pricing exam this upcoming Sunday. Okay, and we are taking class tomorrow Saturday also. That's all for today. You have any doubts? अगर अभी भी आपके माइंड में कोई एग्जाम्पल को लेके कंफ्यूजन है 269 SST 20,000 से लो पेमेंट एक्सीड नहीं भी हुआ तो भी दे आर कॉट अप if on that day the balance exceeds 20,000 जो whatever they are holding. So if you have any doubt or any more example, please bring it. I will discuss tomorrow in the class. Okay, right. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye, all of you.